Hello, 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 hello. I say hi. Hi, success. Hello, good morning. Ooh, behind the scenes right now. Amazing. About to dive into Diddy. Look at my channel, behind the scenes. Look. Going slow. Going slow. Let's see. Let's see how we doing. They be calling me AI slop. They be like, you AI slop. But let's see what the AI slop is doing. Let's see what we doing. What the AI slop is doing. Let's see what the AI slop is doing. Let's see what the AI slop is doing. They keep calling me an AI slop. No, dude. This one is videos, I think. Let's see. Let's see. This one of the videos I got called the AI slop on, I think. Oh no, this one was full of bullshit.
He thought today was going to be special. A little extra jello on the tray. Maybe a flashback of the good old days. But instead, P. Diddy caught a Memorial Day is about Sean Combs. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. Brother Love. Mr. Take That, Take That. The soap-dropping king of Cell Block D. While the world lit fireworks and ate ribs, P. Diddy woke up in Rikers with a fart bubble and a fake smile whispering, "Happy Memorial Day," like it was 1998. He thought today was going to be special. A little extra jello on the tray. Maybe a flashback of the good old days. But instead, P. Diddy caught a violation so nasty the soap filed a lawsuit. It started first thing in the morning. Diddy sat his greasy self on the metal toilet, humming "I'll Be Missing You," thinking he's still relevant. His pants around his ankles, his head held high, talking about, "Man, I still got it." And then it happened. One of the gangsters, real street legend, walked over slow, looked Diddy dead in the eye, and said with no hesitation, "Don't even wipe, bend over, Diddy." And guess what P. Diddy did? He bent over like it was rehearsal. He ain't flinch, he ain't ask questions. He just turned around, braced himself, and whispered, "Take that, take that." And they did, on repeat. This wasn't no accident. This wasn't no misunderstanding. This was Memorial Day Butthole Edition. And P. Diddy was the main event. Inmates started lining up like it was a Soul Train line in the shower. One said, "Next stop, Diddy's dignity." The other said, "Nah, that left years ago with Cassie." P. Diddy became the weekend attraction, the Soap Olympics. Every time he dropped the bar, 5 dudes yelled, "Score!" A guard said he slipped 4 times trying to pick it up. Another one said Diddy just gave up and started kicking the soap toward the drain like it was a penalty shot. They ain't call him Brother Love no more. Now it's Butthole Buffet Mr. Lubrication, the human slip-in slide. They asked him, "Where your bodyguards at now?" P. Diddy just cried and said, "This wasn't in the contract. Ain't no contracts in Cell Block D. Ain't no NDAs. Ain't no lawyers. Ain't no studio to fix this in post. Just raw soap, raw backsides, and raw reality." By noon, P. Diddy had dropped the soap so many times they changed his name in the system to Sean Slippery Combs. They carved "Take That" into soap bars and stacked them next to his bunk like trophies. The lunch lady refused to give him mashed potatoes because she said she ain't want to see him grab anything soft again. At rec time, P. Diddy sat on the bench by himself, legs crossed, towel tucked tight, scared to move. One inmate snuck up behind him and blew in his ear. Diddy screamed like Usher in 2002. They started playing his own music against him. "It's All About the Benjamins" started blaring from someone's MP3 speaker, and a dude shouted, "You ain't getting no Benjamins now, Puffy. Just butthole bonds." By dinner, P. Diddy asked to eat in his cell alone. Warden said, "Only way you eat alone is if you stop dropping the soap." Diddy said, "I can't help it." He's broken mentally, spiritually, physically. The same baby oil that used to lube his parties is now just a memory. And while we out here honoring fallen soldiers don't forget, P. Diddy fell too. Face down, cheeks up, in front of witnesses. Ain't no barbecue where he's at. Ain't no holiday. Just violations. Just take that on loop. Just the butthole slayer becoming the slayed. Happy Memorial Day, Diddy. Hope you brought extra soap. What if I told you P. Diddy, yes, Sean Combs, Mr. Bad Boy for Life, the butthole slayer himself, is no longer dancing in mansions with Cyrock in hand, but instead crying in Cell Block D with a bar of soap slipping from his grip every 20 minutes? Welcome to the rawest, funniest, and most disrespectful prison drama you'll ever hear. This ain't TMZ, this is Legends Unleashed. The scene starts at 6:03 a.m. P. Diddy wakes up on a hard bunk bed, not to the sound of a Grammy-winning beat, but to the loud banging of metal trays and a voice yelling, "P. Diddy, get your ass up! It's drop the soap o'clock." P. Diddy tried to roll over like he was back in that hidden tunnel under his Beverly Hills mansion. But nah, P. Diddy ain't in no secret lair. P. Diddy is in the middle of Cell Block D, where the gangsters don't play and the soap don't stay in your hand. They call P. Diddy by his new name now, the Butthole Slayer. And every inmate got jokes. They be standing in line outside the showers yelling, "Take that! Take that! Take that, bitch!" Like it's P. Diddy's comeback tour. Let's be real. P. Diddy thought being in protective custody was gonna save him. Nope. That protection was so weak, even the guards were like, "Let's see what Mr. CIA Connection do when he naked and scared." Because in Cell Block D, it don't matter how many hits P. Diddy had on the Billboard charts. If P. Diddy got charges involving children, women, or manipulating folks, the inmates turn into judge, jury, and soap-dropping executioners. P. Diddy tried to explain himself. "I was framed, I swear." One of the OGs looked P. Diddy dead in the eye and said, "You about to get framed again? On this bunk bed, yeah." They clowned P. Diddy during chow time, too. One inmate said, "Yo, P. Diddy, pass the mashed potatoes." P. Diddy said, "Here." He goes, "Nah, not that. Pass that soap." Whole table exploded in laughter. Even the COs, correctional officers done gave up. One officer walked by and said, "P. Diddy, you better take that attitude down a notch before they make you take that soap again," and laughed right in P. Diddy's face. Now P. Diddy walk around like a haunted man. Every time P. Diddy hears footsteps behind him, he flinches. P. Diddy been having flashbacks, thinks he's back in them underground tunnels. But he ain't. P. Diddy's got no butlers, no Bentley, no baby oil, just a bar of soap and a prayer. And remember, this the same P. Diddy who once said, "Can't stop, won't stop." Well, guess what? That soap, it can't stop hitting the floor. They turned P. Diddy's catchphrases into threats. "Take that!" Inmate number 6 coming for the cheeks. "Bad Boy for Life." P. Diddy's new cellmate's nickname. It's all about the Benjamins. Not no more, it's all about survival. So next time you hear someone say Happy Memorial Day, just know, while the rest of us out here grilling hot dogs, P. Diddy is grilling his soul, getting spiritually sautéed in the fires of humiliation. And it don't matter who P. Diddy knows. Not the FBI, not the CIA.
Nope.
Not even Suge Knight can save P. Diddy now. Because in Cell Block D, P. Diddy is the entertainment.
P. Diddy is the entertainment.
P. Diddy, once the untouchable mogul of Bad Boy Records, is now the face of shame in an orange jumpsuit, sitting behind bars with gray hair and sunken eyes. His empire crumbled, not with a bang, but with whispers. Whispers that turned into headlines, and headlines that turned into confessions. One of those confessions came from Ashton Kutcher, and nobody saw it coming. Ashton sat in court, hands clenched, voice movie mode. Well, things, he said. But that wasn't the headline. The headline was who else he talked about. Diddy's name came up. Not once, but several times, wrapped in secrets, drug-fueled parties, and celebrity rituals that sounded more like nightmares than Hollywood dreams. Ashton brought up a party where Brittany Murphy was invited. She was young, rising, full of life. After that night, something changed in her. Ashton said she looked at him different, like she was hiding something deep. She told him she saw things at that party she couldn't unsee. People in masks, people passed out. Diddy in the middle of it like a conductor of chaos. Brittany was never the same. She spiraled, and now she's gone. Then a photo dropped, Ashton in a bubble bath with Oprah. The internet went wild. Why was Oprah there? Why was Ashton shirtless? Why was Diddy's name being thrown around in conversations involving some of the most powerful people in entertainment? People started pulling receipts, old videos, old party photos. Rumors that Diddy's house wasn't just a house, it was a trap. A factory of silence and NDAs. Inside the jail, Diddy broke. Not just mentally, but spiritually. The man who used to walk through clubs like royalty now walks in line with his head down. They say he cries at night. They say the inmates call him "take that" and laugh when he drops the soap. One guard told a blogger he heard another inmate say, "Turn around, Diddy. It's showtime." And he did. Photos of Diddy holding his head in shame started flooding the internet. The man once seen as a legend is now the cautionary tale. The energy around him changed. No more glamour, no more red carpets. Just orange clothes, cold walls, and echoing footsteps at 3 a.m. And then came Oprah's name again. Some folks saying she was around way too many of these stories. From Weinstein to Diddy. From Epstein, links to private meetings nobody asked for. And now a bubble bath photo, people want answers. They saying it's too many coincidences and too much silence from the same circle. Back in court, Ashton looked like a man carrying weight. Not just guilt, but truth. Truth he should have spoken years ago. He said Diddy wasn't just part of the scene, he was orchestrating it. Ashton said he stayed quiet, young and innocent. But now that Diddy's behind bars, the chains are breaking off more than just him. Other names are coming, more truths are rising, and the mask is off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And just in case you thought Diddy's humiliation ended in court, nah, let me leave you with this. One night in Cell Block D, Diddy was on the toilet, mid-shit, vulnerable as hell. And a former gangster from Baltimore, real savage, walked up on him and said, "Don't even wipe." Bend over, Diddy. And right there on the spot, they did him dirty. The saga continues.
will be exposed. I mean, when I walk in, I definitely take pride in being the originator of the preparation of the sex. Little things that I personally like. A lot of ladies, they just, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave. Right. Gotta keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors. P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. Will be exposed. I mean, when I walk in, I definitely take pride in being the originator of.
Yeah.
You. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. What if I told you? P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, whatever name he go by, is no longer running Bad Boy. He's running from the soap in Rikers Island. And guess what? That soap's got unlimited lives. Diddy didn't just get locked up, he got dropped in Rikers, where inmates don't ask for commissary, they ask, who knew in the shower? And Diddy, he the main event. That man been dropping soap so much, CO's put a wet floor sign with his face on it. They call him the Butthole Slayer on the streets, but in Rikers, he the Butthole Slayed. Every time he bend over, it sound like an old Bad Boy track. Take that! Take that! Take that! Let's rewind. Cassie told the courts Diddy dragged her down a hotel hallway in a towel. Footage got leaked. Feds raided his crib and found 1,000 plus bottles of baby oil and drug-laced freak cream, like he was training for the Olympics of scandal. Meanwhile, Usher's crying, Justin Bieber quiet, Meek Mill vanished. Diddy got secrets on everyone. Even in jail, he's still a gatekeeper.
Yep.
He might walk, not because he's innocent, but because if he talks, Hollywood folds like laundry. But don't worry, we talking about it on legendsunleashed.tmz. Scared we not. Yes, AI helped me format this, but the roast is 100% mine. So like, comment, and share it with someone who still plays Mo Money Mo Problems. Let the world know. Diddy's in Rikers, but the soap is free. Welcome to Legends Unleashed. What if I told you that P. Diddy, yes, Sean Combs himself, isn't just in jail, but might be one of the most powerful men behind the scenes in entertainment? And I'm not talking about music deals. I'm talking about secrets, private events, no phone parties, quiet influence. The kind of influence that doesn't need a headline to be real. Welcome to Legends Unleashed. And today, we're talking about P. Diddy. Not for likes, not for views, but because the world deserves to know what might really be going on. Let's start with what we know. P. Diddy is currently in jail. The man who was once the face of music, luxury, and high-profile connections is now behind bars. But don't count him out, because even from jail, P. Diddy holds weight. He's been called a gatekeeper for a reason. When federal agents raided his homes, they didn't just walk out with a few documents. They allegedly found files, footage, and enough behind-the-scenes material to raise eyebrows across the industry. Now let's talk about the names that keep coming up. Will Smith. Yes, Will Smith. The movie star, the Red Table Talk survivor. Rumors have tied Will Smith to private parties hosted by Diddy. Not proven, but enough to raise questions. Then there's Meek Mill, another major name connected to this web. Stories say Meek Mill was close to Diddy's inner circle at exclusive events where no phones were allowed. And let's not forget Justin Bieber. There's been talk of his early career ties to Diddy. Some call it mentorship, others think it was something different. Either way, the connection exists, and it's raised questions for years. Cassie, she spoke out, she went to court. She told the world what she experienced behind closed doors. That only adds to the growing concern surrounding P. Diddy's name. The media? Quiet. And that silence, it speaks volumes. Because here's the reality. P. Diddy may still walk free. Not because he's innocent, but because he holds enough information to shake the whole industry. And if he talks, it won't just be artists at risk. It could be executives, CEOs, people who never thought their names would surface. This isn't gossip. This is about influence, about Truth P. Diddy isn't just a name in music. He might be the key to understanding how deep this all goes. So I ask you, what does Diddy know? Why do names like Will Smith, Meek Mill, and Justin Bieber keep surfacing? And what happens if everything finally comes out? This is Legends Unleashed, where the silence gets exposed. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me who you think Diddy might take down with him. Because this story ain't over yet.
Diddy, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for telling the world you've been dropping the soap in Brooklyn Detention Center. I'm sorry for calling you the jailhouse mama, the butthole slayer, the king of cell block D. I'm sorry truly, but also I meant every damn word. Because let's be real, if Jail had a halftime show, P. Diddy would be the headliner. If there was a Grammy for slipping in the shower, you'd take home best repetitive performance 3 years running. P. Diddy, you got gangsters in cell block C clapping like it's the Bad Boy reunion tour. One dude had a bar of soap labeled Take That Edition. Another had on a Bad Boy t-shirt, no pants Timbs, and a smile like he just signed to revolt using your bunk. And when you walked back into court, the judge looked at you and said, Mr. Combs, you look like life sat you down, case postponed. But for real, P. Diddy, I gotta say this from the heart. You're still a legend. You gave us the hits. You gave us the shiny suits. You gave us memories. And now you're giving us content. And I had to roast you, not because I hate you, because the streets needed to laugh. And when the court transcript reads like a comedy special, I gotta press record. Now, if you see this, P. Diddy, don't come for me. I ain't got no legal team. I don't even got an iPhone. I got a YouTube channel, a couch, and a dream. If you sue me, all you're gonna get is a bag of flaming hot chips and half a USB charger. So once again, I'm sorry, Diddy. Sorry for exposing your soap saga. Sorry for dragging you like you dragged your ex down that hallway. And sorry in advance, because part 2 is dropping soon. Now, let's not act like this ain't serious too. P. Diddy, you still facing real charges. Sex trafficking, assault, abuse, RICO level madness, victims coming forward, witnesses testifying, names like Cassie, Usher, Meek Mill, Justin Bieber, and even Orlando Brown popping up like surprise features. Cassie said you dragged her like it was choreographed. You said it was the drugs, that you weren't in control. You looked the judge in the eyes and said, please forgive me. I was just being naughty. Meanwhile, back in jail, the welcome committee got real creative. One dude sprayed body oil in the air like it was a P. Diddy cologne commercial. Another yelled from the upper tier, take that, cell block remix. And P. Diddy, you just stood there, eyes glazed over, spirit gone. Even your shadow was trying to sneak out the side door. And you know what? We joke, we roast. But we also remember this is still real. Victims are speaking, the system is watching, and the world is listening. But that don't mean I'm gonna stop, because this is Legends Unleashed. We roast with love. We joke with fire. And we never stop dropping facts. No matter who's dropping the soap. So do me a favor. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments. Is P. Diddy finished? Or is this just season 1 of the soap saga? Tag somebody bold. Drop a soap emoji if you made it to the end. And tell me, who's next in the hot seat? Because over here, we don't hold back. We don't play safe. We make everybody legendary, one roast at a time. P. Diddy, I'm sorry. Yeah, I called you the butthole slayer, jailhouse mama, soap drop king, and word on the street is you might actually be coming home. So before you call your lawyer or send the bad boy street team to my front door, I gotta say it. I truly apologize. Truly. But this is Legends Unleashed, and when something's trending harder than TMZ, I gotta tell it my way. Let's talk about it. May 13th, Diddy stepped back in court looking like a man who hadn't slept or sat right in a week. Diddy ran to the bathroom before the judge even spoke. Sources say he was nervous, real nervous, sitting on that toilet with his head down, whispering, take that, under his breath like a broken remix. And then it happened. A real gangster from Cell Block D, still shackled at the ankles, walked in and said, Diddy, don't even wipe, bend over. Diddy didn't even blink. He just stood up slow like he was waiting on the beat to drop. No flush, no prayer, just trauma. He went back into court limping. The judge looked him in the eyes and said, Mr. Combs, I can see the pain. You clearly been through enough and trials delayed. So Diddy got sent back to jail. But that's when the real show began. As soon as he walked back into Brooklyn detention, inmates started clapping their hands in rhythm like it was the Source Awards. Diddy, oh Diddy, welcome back home. One inmate pulled out a bottle of that famous P. Diddy body oil like it was a gift. Said, been saving this just for you. Another one had a bar of soap labeled Extra Slippery Edition. That bar was shining like it had armor on it. He walked up to Diddy, clapped twice and said, can't stop, won't stop, making you drop that soap. Diddy stood still, silent. You could hear the fear through the concrete. Now listen, this ain't just jokes. Diddy's still facing serious charges. Sex trafficking, abuse, conspiracy, and more names are being mentioned by the day. Orlando Brown been screaming wild stuff on live streams. Usher ain't said a word, but the silence is suspicious. Meek Mill showed up in the legal docs like he was summoned. Justin Bieber's name got whispered online. Cassie, Diddy's ex, already dropped the bomb on the whole situation. Diddy tried to say it was all the drugs, that he wasn't in control. Told the judge, please forgive me for being naughty. Now we might laugh, but this courtroom circus is real. And Diddy? You sue me, you just gonna get a half bag of Doritos and a Boost mobile bill. I'm just reporting what everybody else is laughing about behind closed doors.
Hit that like button.
Because this is Legends Unleashed, and over here...
Hold on, hit that like button, please. We got 64 people here.
We say what the rest are scared to whisper. So do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a soap emoji if you're still reading. Tell me, is Diddy coming home for real? Or is Cell Block D his new label? And most important, who's next in the hot seat? Because around here, we make everybody legendary, one savage truth at a time. P. Diddy might be headed back to Rikers Island. The saga continues. P. Diddy's trial officially started today, May 12, 2025, and it already feels like the courtroom is hotter than any beat he ever dropped. Cameras were rolling, the media packed out, and Diddy showed up like he still had power. But the moment he stepped in that courthouse, it was clear. Ain't no stage to perform on this time. This ain't a show. It's survival. Now let's keep it real. P. Diddy ain't new to courtrooms. He's been ducking cases, throwing hush money, and keeping things quiet for years. But today, there's no more hiding. The judge is looking him in the eye. Victims in the courtroom. People laughing. Not with him, but at him. The same people he once paid to disappear now sitting in that courtroom, ready to speak. Before the hearing even started, Diddy went into the courthouse.
Y'all, this is the most important part, and please smash that like button. You got to double tap the screen like this, so YouTube know you like this.
Bathroom. Tried to get a little peace before the storm. But word is, while he was on the toilet, another man walked in, stared him down and said, don't even wipe. Bend over.
Thank you.
That right there, that's not just disrespect, it's a message. Everybody knows Diddy ain't just on trial in that courtroom, he's on trial in the streets, in the jails, on social media, and in the public's eyes. And after that judge dismisses court for the day, he goes right back to Cell Block D.
Y'all double tap, I do it with y'all, look. I need that like.
Surrounded by gangsters who couldn't care less about platinum plaques or Grammy awards. Let's talk about that block. The same men Diddy used to step over are now the ones stepping to him. They heard the stories, they watched the downfall, and now they get to see the man up close, with no lawyers, no gates, no bodyguards, just bars and consequences. And the wildest part? Some people in the courtroom said they overheard Diddy telling his team he might just fire his high-priced lawyer. Word is, he finally realized no matter how much money you throw at this, you can't lawyer your way out of justice.
It's not working. Come on, y'all. Smash that like button. We all need blue jackets. Smash that like button.
As well quote a public defender at this point. He gonna end up with the same sentence either way. The courtroom was cold today. And I don't mean the AC. I'm talking about eyes staring through him, victims smirking, and the world finally watching P. Diddy stand alone. That bad boy image, gone. That mogul respect fading. The only thing standing strong right now is the truth. And it is hitting him harder than any diss track ever could. This case is just getting started. Today was only the first real day, and it's already explosive. Testimonies coming. More details about the
Double tap if you want to see my baby kitten.
parties, the payoffs, the manipulation. But some folks online, they trying to paint a picture like all this
Come on, let's get 10 more double taps and I'll show you on my baby kitten.
is made up. Like the women who say they were harassed and assaulted, they just woke up one day and decided
We can see a baby kitten. Why? Exposing Diddy. Double tap.
to make it all up. Like Diddy didn't lace up so many shoes in his lifetime, some things have to be laced up. You got people out here saying this whole thing is some type of setup. As if these women don't have nothing better to do than spend years planning this out, waiting for their moment to strike. Listen, this is bigger than Diddy, bigger than any celebrity. These are real lives we're talking about, real pain, real trauma. You can't put a price tag on what these women have gone through. As for Puff, the only person he's got to answer to right now is himself. This ain't no setup. This is life catching up. All those secrets, all that hidden stuff, it comes back to bite you. Karma served cold. And let's keep it real out here. A lot of celebrities, they play dumb. They act like they know nothing when they hear rumors about their friends or associates doing shady things. Now, we all know what's going on. We just don't talk about it because it's easier to keep the party going, to keep making moves, to keep cashing checks. But there's a difference between keeping it moving and being truly innocent. When you're really innocent, you don't need to hide behind a fake tough guy or girl image. You don't threaten or harass people.
Thank you.
You don't buy silence. You speak up. You use your platform. You help others. So let's not act like we don't know what's happening out here. Let's not act like we haven't seen the warning signs. Let's be better. Let's be the change we want to see. Let's use our voices to amplify the truth and support those who dare to speak out against the lies. So stay tuned, stay safe, and remember, the truth always comes out. Let's talk about it more in the comments. Drop your thoughts. Let me know what you think about it. We'll continue the conversation over there. Until next time, stay strong, stay true to yourself, and don't ever give up on the truth. Peace. Well, it seems like the jig is officially up for P. Diddy, the booty hole slayer himself. It's been less than a week since he found himself thrown back inside Brooklyn detention after Judge Juan Merchant lost all patience with his sorry butt. And now the word on the street is that he's getting his own reputation rearranged in a way that nobody saw coming. The man who once threw wild parties and sprayed baby oil like it was the secret to eternal cool is now locked up in Brooklyn detention, and tomorrow, Mother's Day, is about to witness history in the making. It's not your typical holiday. May 12th is approaching, and for the first time in jail history, the inmates aren't thinking about calling their real mothers. They've already got one. His name? Mama Diddy. Listen up, because I'm only going to tell you this once. Diddy was supposed to be walking tall on May 5th. He strolled into court with a fresh haircut, designer suit, and that confident swagger, acting like nothing could bring him down. He tried the usual lines about being drunk and not meaning any harm, trying to blame it on the party lifestyle. But then the judge, without skipping a beat, leaned forward and barked, "Diddy, if you don't sit your dumb ass down!" With that, the gavel came down like a beat drop from 98. Bail was denied. And just like that, his case was sent straight back to jail. No appeals, no mercy, and definitely no celebrity special treatment. Now, don't go anywhere, because what happens next is the real shocker. So the next thing you see, Diddy finds himself heading back to Brooklyn detention, and the warden is waiting for him like a father disappointed by his wayward son. "Diddy, get over here, boy," the warden calls out. Then in a moment that will go down in jailhouse legend, he holds out a bar of soap and says, "Catch it." But we all know Diddy isn't known for his catching skills. That soap hit the floor, and with it fell the last vestiges of his former glory. In that instant, Diddy wasn't seen as the mogul of the music world anymore. Instead, he earned a new title, Mama Diddy, and that ain't no diss. Word spread quickly throughout Cell Block C. Inmates began calling him Mama Diddy with pride. They no longer pined for their long-missed mothers. Instead, they gathered around him each day. One inmate even said, "I haven't seen my real mom in years, but Mama Diddy's hugs make it feel like she's right here." Now listen closely. Diddy isn't getting any special breaks now. He's not running the place, but he's still getting the same rough treatment as every other inmate. When he steps into the showers, it's not a moment for solitude. It's showtime. You better believe that in Brooklyn detention, everybody gets a turn. Inmates have him dropping that proverbial soap on schedule. He's become like a revolving door. Everyone gets a chance, and no one's missing out.
Nope.
And it isn't just the inmates. The correctional officer and even the warden are in on it. They're all lining up for what they call Mama Diddy. Some COs joke that Diddy is no longer the man he used to be. He is now the heartbeat of the block. Word on the cell block grapevine is that tomorrow is going to be a total blast. For Mother's Day, the inmates have made a plan to turn cell block C into a party zone. We're talking an oatmeal cake with peanut butter frosting, homemade cards crafted from paper towels, and a talent show where Big Tyrone will serenade everyone with "I'll Be Missing You." No host barred, of course. One creative inmate even fashioned a bonnet for Diddy out of old materials, proclaiming it a crown fit for the queen of the cell. But here's the twist. The only way Diddy can escape this whole Mama Diddy madness,
this is the most important part, and y'all gotta hit that like button when you hear this,
is by striking a crazy deal. Not a typical legal plea, but a downright daring off the books arrangement. He'd have to head back into that courtroom and look the judge in the eye to say, "Your Honor, if you set me free, I'll hand over the last 3 bottles of our exclusive baby oil stash, those rare ones from the raid, the ones that started it all." That's his wild card left in the deck. So here's the question I want you to ponder. Dexter. Should Diddy stick with his new role as the reigning jailhouse mama, or will he gamble it all on that racy deal to reclaim his freedom? Now let's talk about something that's got folks scratching their heads. Is the feds targeting Diddy in a way they never did the CSBs? Or were they just lucky and...
Y'all know who the CSBs is.
I'm your host, coming to you live from the heart of New York City. And today we're going to talk about one of the biggest celebrities in the world and how he's doing right now. Now you know him as Diddy or Puff Daddy, aka Sean Combs. But right now he ain't chilling in his mansion. He ain't kicking back on a private jet. No, sir. As a matter of fact, right now he's sitting in the Brooklyn Detention Center. And guess what? The May 5th court date that everybody been waiting on, it came and went. Yeah, after all the secret settlements, the private jet rides, the mansion parties, and all the name changes, Puff Daddy had to face the music in a federal courtroom. Charges, sex trafficking, racketeering, transporting individuals for illegal acts, real serious stuff. Stuff that's been bubbling for years in the shadows, and now it's all out in the open. Jury selection started on May, and opening statements are set for May. But where is Puff Daddy right now? He ain't out. He ain't home. No, judge said no bail. He's locking him up. Said Diddy is a flight risk. Too much money, too much power, and too many people already scared to speak up against him. So now he waking up every morning to cold steel bars and cold concrete bunk beds. But here's the inside scoop that nobody's talking about. This is the part that hits different. Nobody's mentioning. This is the part that TMZ won't touch. Right now, they call him Take That in that jail. Every time he heads back to that jail cell, the inmates don't call him Diddy no more. They call him Take That. They say, "Here comes Diddy." And Diddy just stand there, stare at the floor. Wish he was anywhere else in the world. Those inmates, they don't care who you were on the outside. In there, he's just another man with soft shoes and no security. They be singing his hits like war chants. Can't stop, won't stop, dropping the soap. Bad boy for life. More like Sad Boy tonight. And word on the street is the Brooklyn Detention Center ain't no country club. Ain't no velvet rope. Ain't no bottles of champagne. Just cold floors, wild stories, and grown men clapping hands like it's a cipher when Diddy walked by. You thought the drama would end with a courtroom appearance? Nah, the real saga just started behind those bars. And as the trial rolls on, you better believe more secrets are coming out. This ain't no documentary, this ain't no gossip blog. This is real life, and it's looking real ugly for the bad boy billionaire. Now, as for the case itself, we know Diddy's been accused of being the head of a criminal organization that recruits women and underage girls for sex work and other illegal activities. Multiple women have come forward with shocking accusations, painting a picture of a systematic operation where Diddy allegedly played a key role. The allegations are so severe that even Diddy's closest friends and associates have been caught off guard. One of his alleged co-conspirators.
He got no protected, no bodyguard, no protected custody. Just raw soap dropping. That's all he got.
Even turned witness and is set to testify against him. We also know the stakes are high. If convicted, Diddy could face decades in prison, shattering the empire he spent a lifetime building. Already his reputation has been tarnished, sponsors have dropped him, endorsement deals have been torn up. His legacy hangs in the balance as this trial is set to expose the dark underbelly of his fortune. And as for Diddy himself, sources say he's shaken but determined. Close ones say he maintains his innocence, planning to fight these charges to the end. He's surrounded by a dream team of lawyers led by the legendary Ben Bravman, who's defended the likes of Chris Brown and 50 Cent. It's a high-profile legal battle that'll keep everyone on the edge of their seats. But amidst the legal drama and public scrutiny, one question remains on everyone's mind. How is Diddy holding up? What's going through his mind as he sits in that cold Brooklyn jail cell? Sources say he's not only angry, but terrified. All those years of living large, having all the money and power in the world, they can't buy him freedom right now. He's stripped of his luxury lifestyle, forced to face the harsh realities of life behind bars. The irony is not lost on him. The man who gave the world countless hits about wealth and success now finds himself at the bottom, literally sitting in a jail cell wondering how he got here. The fall from grace is nothing short of Shakespearean. Sources tell us Diddy is counting down the...
Yeah, it's important for him to be in protected custody because if he don't, they're going to keep making him drop the soap. You got to keep dropping that soap. Diddy. The soap dropping king. Let me see. Don't go nowhere. Oh, see, he got all that soap in his hand. Where?
Roses are red and the lights going dim. P. Diddy in jail. Now the joke's on him. No more baby oil, no more control. Now he dropping that soap and losing his soul. He used to say, take that. Now they taking it slow. He walking funny now everywhere he go. He ain't in the clubs, he ain't calling no shots. He taking dick now behind them locks. He used to run parties, now he run from feet. Every time he bend, he praying not to get beat. Roses are red, but them sheets stay blue. They made the butthole slayer finally pay dues. He living like the same boys he abused and shamed. Now he the one getting ran through.
Are you jealous? You said you jealous?
In pain, a legend in chaos, now broken and shook. And every single night he's scared to look. Roses are red.
Diddy is not in protected custody, bro. This is what happened to him right here. I got the video. I got leaked footage.
And the lights going dim. P. Diddy in jail. Now the joke's on him. No more baby oil, no more control. Now he dropping that soap and losing his soul. He used to say, take that. Now they taking it slow. He walking funny now everywhere he go. He ain't in the clubs, he ain't calling no shots. Dwayne. He taking dick now behind them locks. He used to run.
My bad, hi Dwayne.
Parties, now he run from feet. Every time he bend, he praying not to get beat. Roses are red, but them sheets stay blue. They made the butthole slayer finally pay dues. He living like the same boys he abused and shamed. Now he the one getting ran through in pain. A legend in chaos, now broken and shook. And every single night he's scared to look. Roses are red and the lights going dim. P. Diddy in jail. Now the joke's on him. No more baby oil, no more control. Now he dropping that soap and losing his soul. He used to say, take...
No. I'm black. African American. Yeah. Black. What does color got to do with it? Color don't have nothing to do with P. Diddy dropping that soap. You see? Diddy's black and he's Caucasian. He's not, he don't care. Color don't have nothing to do with it. He's still going to drop that soap on repeat. And there's nothing you can do about it. He's going to drop that soap. I'm sorry. He did it to himself. Let's watch something else, though. Diddy did it to himself. I'm not no hater. I'm just exposing. So you calling TMZ a hater. You calling the news a hater. You calling this person a hater. This person a hater. This person a hater. No, they're not haters. No, you saying hater. No, we not haters. These is not haters. No. No, and I don't want to go to that channel because I don't want to get a copyright. That's not hating. That's not hating at all. No.
What if I told you P. Diddy, yes, Sean Combs, Mr. Bad Boy for Life, the butthole slayer himself, is no longer dancing in mansions with Cyrock in hand, but instead crying in cell block D with a bar of soap slipping from his grip every 20 minutes?
Yes, he
Welcome
is.
to the rawest, funniest, and most disrespectful prison drama you'll ever hear. This ain't TMZ.
Hey, BB, this is true. Don't be mad.
This is Legends Unleashed. The scene starts at 6:03 a.m. P. Diddy wakes up on a hard bunk bed, not to the sound of a Grammy-winning beat, but to the loud banging of metal trays and a voice yelling, "P. Diddy, get your ass up! It's drop the soap o'clock." P. Diddy tried to roll over like he was back in that hidden tunnel under his Beverly Hills mansion. But nah, P. Diddy ain't in no secret lair. P. Diddy is in the middle of cell block D, where the gangsters don't play and the soap don't stay in your hand. They call P. Diddy by his new name now, the Butthole Slayer. And every inmate got jokes. They be standing in line outside the showers yelling, "Take that! Take that! Take that, bitch!" Like it's P. Diddy's comeback tour. Let's be real. P. Diddy thought being in protective custody was gonna save him.
Told you, BB, I'm not making this up. You just mad, BB.
Nope. That protection was so weak, even the guards were like, let's see what Mr. CIA Connection do when he naked and scared. Because in cell block D, it don't matter how many hits P. Diddy had on the Billboard charts. If P. Diddy got charges involving children, women, or manipulating folks, the inmates turn into judge, jury, and soap-dropping executioners. P. Diddy tried to explain himself. "I was framed, I swear." One of the OGs looked P. Diddy dead in the eye and said, "You about to get framed again? On this bunk bed, playa." They clowned P. Diddy during chow time, too. One inmate said, "Yo, P. Diddy, pass the mashed potatoes." P. Diddy said, "Here." He goes, "Nah, not that. Pass that soap." Whole table exploded in laughter. Even the COs, correctional officers done gave up. One officer walked by and said, "P. Diddy, you better take that attitude down a notch before they make you take that soap again," and laughed right in P. Diddy's face. Now P. Diddy walk around like a haunted man. Every time P. Diddy hears footsteps behind him, he flinches. P. Diddy been having flashbacks, thinks he's back in them underground tunnels. But he ain't. P. Diddy's got no butlers, no Bentley, no baby oil, just a bar of soap and a prayer. And remember, this the same P. Diddy who once said, "Can't stop, won't stop." Well, guess what? That soap, it can't stop hitting the floor. They turned P. Diddy's catchphrases into threats. "Take that!" Inmate number 6 coming for the cheeks.
Yeah, you heard it. Inmate number 6 coming for the cheeks, huh?
Bad boy for life. P. Diddy's new cellmate's nickname. It's all about the Benjamins. Not no more, it's all about survival. So next time you hear someone say Happy Memorial Day, just know, while the rest of us out here grilling hot dogs, P. Diddy is grilling his soul, getting spiritually sautéed in the fires of humiliation. And it don't matter who P. Diddy knows. Not the FBI, not the CIA, not even Suge Knight can save P. Diddy now. Because in Cell Block D, P. Diddy is the entertainment. This Memorial Day is about Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, Mr. Take That, the soap-dropping king of Cell Block D. While the world lit fireworks and ate ribs, P. Diddy woke up in Rikers with a fart bubble and a fake smile whispering, Happy Memorial Day like it was 1998. He thought today was going to be special. A little extra jello on the tray. Maybe a flashback of the good old days. But instead, P. Diddy caught a violation so nasty the soap filed a lawsuit. It started first thing in the morning. Diddy sat his greasy self on the metal toilet, humming I'll Be Missing You, thinking he's still relevant. His pants around his ankles, his head. What if I told you? P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, whatever name he go by, is no longer running Bad Boy. He's running from the soap in Rikers Island. And guess what? That soap's got unlimited lives. Diddy didn't just get locked up, he got dropped in Rikers, where inmates don't ask for commissary, they ask, who knew in the shower? And Diddy, he the main event. That man been dropping soap so much, COs put a wet floor sign with his face on it. They call him the Butthole Slayer on the streets, but in Rikers, he the Butthole Slayed. Every time he'd bend over, it'd sound like an old Bad Boy track. Take that! Take that! Take that! Let's rewind. What if I told you that
Diddy, I just peed today, May 12th. Well, I'm your host, coming to you live from the heart of New York City. And today we're going to talk about one of the biggest celebrities in the world and how he's doing right now. Now you know him as Diddy or Puff Daddy, aka Sean Combs. But right now he ain't chilling in his mansion. He ain't kicking back on a private jet. No, sir. As a matter of fact, right now he's sitting in the Brooklyn Detention Center. And guess why? The May 5th court date that everybody been waiting on, it came and went. Yeah, after all the secret settlements, the private jet rides, the mansion parties, and all the name changes, Puff Diddy, oh Diddy. You thought that court date was your escape? You thought you walk in with a baby oil glow, flash a tear, and get released like it's a music video? Nah, bro. The judge hit you with the coldest hell no in courtroom history. Didn't even blink, didn't even flinch, just said, return his shiny Harlem back to jail immediately. And now, Diddy back in Brooklyn detention, crying, oiled up, and more popular than TikTok and Cell Block C. You ever seen 47 grown men fighting over a bottle of Johnson's baby oil? Because that's the world Diddy living in now. He ain't just in jail. He's the main attraction. He ain't even dropping the soap by accident no more. He doing it with flair, slow motion, arch in the back, eye contact. And when that soap hits the floor, you can hear the whole jail gasp like a horror movie. He dropped it again. Guards start sweating. Inmates start fighting. The floor turned into a slippery battle royale for Diddy's attention. One dude said, I'll trade my whole bunk for 3 minutes alone with Mama Puff. Another said, I got caught with extra soap just to end up in his unit. Bruh, they ain't even calling him Diddy no more. He's officially known as the Warden, his wifey, Slippery Sean, the Moisturizer Messiah, and drop it like it's Combs. And don't get it twisted, Diddy loving this attention. He crying every night, but them some I know I'm the baddest in here type. Tears. He walked the yard like a hood Beyonce. Lips glossed. Jumpsuit cut off at the thighs. Baby oil bottle tucked like a pistol. He got a waiting list for back rubs. And a spreadsheet for shower partners. You know how wild that is. This man used to run Bad Boy Records. Now he running Backdoor Boy Sessions in B Block. And that court date? Let's talk about it. Diddy showed up in court with a Bible, a bonnet, and a baby oil sample pack. He looked the judge dead in the eye and whispered, please, I just want to go home. The judge hit him with a no bond, no break, no mercy. Now get your ammon back in that jail and stop leaking oil on my floor.
Get in there, boy.
And that was it. Diddy ain't going home. He going straight back to his soap-dropping kingdom, where the men scream when he sneezes and faint when he winks. Dude had the entire jail doing squats just to prep for shower time with him. And you know what? Diddy embracing it. He said, if I can't be the king of the industry, I'll be the mother of this prison. And he meant that. So this Mother's Day, don't just call your mama. Light a candle for Diddy, because he's somewhere in Brooklyn crying in a bunk, baby oiled from neck to toe, surrounded by dudes fighting over who gets to hand him the soap next. And the saddest part? He's still whispering, take that, take that. But now, they actually are. Diddy P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love. The man got more names than court charges, and now the butthole slayer himself is heading to court in just a few days. That's right, Diddy's been sitting tight in the Brooklyn Detention Center, but May got something waiting for him besides the commissary line, his court date. Word on the street is Diddy told his team he was drunk and not in the right state of mind when all them wild sex parties went down. Yeah, the same parties that got folks talking like it's a horror movie behind mansion doors. We all knew that P. Diddy wouldn't be having the best time in Brooklyn Detention Center. But word on the street is that he's officially the most hated inmate in there right now. And it's not just because he's famous. No, it's because of everything he allegedly did to people throughout his career. The shady deals, the control, the silence when folks were suffering. Apparently, inside that jail, he gets no respect whatsoever. Not from the guards.
Hit that like button. Speak up. If you don't like this, speak up. Don't hide behind the screen. I want to hear your opinions.
And definitely not from the inmates. Every time he goes to take that shower, the soap slips out of his hands, and it's like a planned event. And they say it happens daily. He's not fighting it. He's not speaking up. At this point, he might as well tie the soap to his wrist because the drops don't stop, and the crowd behind him keeps forming. Now, let's talk about why he's behind bars in the first place. The FBI raided his mansion and found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Now, hold up. We're not talking about your regular baby oil from the drugstore. This was high-end stuff, allegedly laced with dangerous substances. And some folks are saying that when that oil was used, people blacked out. And when they woke up, they were disoriented and hurt.
Michael, oh, Michael, hot seat activated. You slid in with your
Oh, I'll be roasting trolls, too. Look.
chest out talking about an awful pile of AI bullshit. Really, Michael? That's what you came with? You dropped that disrespect in my comments like you just ended somebody's career. But let's talk facts. You got 12 subscribers, 313 total views, and 0 videos. You don't post, you don't build. You don't contribute, but you got the nerve to critique? Michael Olujobi, all you do is scroll and hate. You out here throwing shade like you ain't standing in the dark with nothing but a profile picture. Your whole YouTube presence is just digital dust.
And I don't roast people that subscribe, only trolls that call me AI slop and garbage. Because they be calling me that all the time, y'all. And I'd be like, yo, at least I'm trying. So I roast them. Instead of fighting with them, I don't block them. I make a video about them. I make them famous.
You say my content is an awful pile of AI bullshit, but at least I'm creating something. You the guy in the bleachers booing with no jersey, no stats, and no game. You talk like a critic, but your channel got the energy of a forgotten Gmail account. You want to be heard? Then post something. You want to be respected? Then earn it. Until then, stay seated, Michael. Stay in that hot seat and soak up this roast. Legends Unleashed. Michael Olujobi just got cooked. Next up, Michael, oh Michael, hot seat activated. You slid in with your chest. This clown is back in the hot seat. Part 3, no respect. All disrespect, the true Riz, you still in the comments, still typing like a bitter ex, but still no videos on your channel. You got all this smoke for me, but can't upload one single video? You out here acting like a YouTube coach, but your channel look like a cyber trash can. Matter of fact, I just dragged your whole channel to the desktop, right-click that weak-ass content, and hit delete. Then I emptied the recycling bin for good measure. Gone, cleaned, washed. Your channel's so dusty it coughed when I clicked it. It don't even load in HD. It load in, why are you here? You've been on YouTube since 2020 and still ain't dropped heat. You've been watching me, commenting on me, crying under my videos, like I broke your little AI dreams. Let's talk about your last comment. You dropped some gibberish like hot cert, TFSCPTPOC. Bro, you alright? You typing like your Wi-Fi fighting for its life. That ain't.
You say it's like a Tesla gas tank, empty. And look, I don't roast people that come in and show love or just come in and scroll. I don't care. If you don't like it, you should keep that to yourself. If not, I got a picture in the hot seat.
Roasting, that sleepwalk.
But it's all fun and games. I don't do it to hurt nobody or nothing like that. I'm not trying to. I mean, it's just they say something negative, so that's why this is my way of responding. And I'll be like, it's for engagement too because they engage them. It's something a notification like, yo, there's made a video about you. Make a video, bro.
Through a seizure. You tried to roast my AI content while using broken words in a comment section that you clearly live in. No uploads, no style, no voice. You just a walking comment section with Wi-Fi breath. Your entire YouTube existence, trash. Can, not trash can like a bin, trash can like he can be trash. The only thing consistent about you is your obsession. Every time I post, boom, there go the true...
Thank you. I appreciate it. I be trying to tell people, they be like, yo, you use AI, so you AI slop. And I'm like, bro, if you use AI, you still got to tell AI what to do. You still got to tell them this dumbass, roast this dumbass. You got to tell AI what to say. You got to give them evidence before videos, even the videos, you got to help AI. And people don't understand that. They always judge it and say, yo, you're using AI. Nah. No, you still got to talk to AI.
Riz mad in the corner like somebody took his lunch money. Let me guess. You typing another comment. Welcome back to Legends Unleashed, where if you pull up talking crazy, you're getting flamed. Today's roast, a brand new troll just volunteered for the hot seat. Purple Cadillac, welcome to the family of people getting absolutely dragged down YouTube Boulevard. This clown slid into my comments on how to stop a troll part 2. And started popping off with the same recycled hate we've all heard before. Stop using AI. Maybe I'll respect you. Your video only got 12 views. Let the world know. Bro, 12 views? Purple Cadillac, you sound real bold for somebody with 3 subscribers and a dusty channel that looks like it was built on dial-up. You got one video with 1.6K views, that's cool. But everything else looked like a microwave test run. Your whole page got less views than my pinned comment. You've been on YouTube since 20 on 20 and you only pulled 2,747 views total? That ain't a channel. That's a digital graveyard. And now you got the nerve to tell me how to build content? Nah. Let's be real. You not mad at my use of AI. You mad it's working. You mad because I took tools, hustle, and creativity and built something from nothing. Meanwhile, you out here fighting for attention using Dollar Tree editing and bootleg unicorn toys. You said, let the world see. Okay, we will. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm letting the world see Purple Cadillac step into the hot seat, swinging at a creator with 12 views, while forgetting to clean up their own channel's mess. You told me to stop using AI and maybe you'd respect me? Bro, you ain't earned the right to hand out respect. Over here at Legends Unleashed, I don't roast random people.
Nope.
I don't target the fam.
Nope.
I don't throw shade for fun.
Nope.
But when you show up on my page with that weak, negative
I would never roast none of y'all because y'all family. Only the trolls and the haters.
energy, you're asking for it. This is entertainment, but the disrespect is very real. So Purple Cadillac, welcome to your moment. This is your spotlight, your 15 seconds, your debut in the roast arena. Let's see if you got skills now. You don't like AI? Cool. Then go make your next video without it. No cap cut, no filters, no AI voices, just you, your raw talent, and them 3 subscribers cheering you on. I just unleashed you. The world's watching now. Let's see what you're really about. Or sit back down in the hot seat and think twice before stepping into a grown man's channel with kindergarten hate. Name Purple Cadillac status roasted. Next. Welcome back to Legends Unleashed, where if you pull up talking crazy, you're getting flamed. Today's...
This is Purple Cadillac right here. I don't want to play it because I already know he'll report me. Like, I'm reporting him. Nope, you ain't getting that advantage. Purple Cadillac. And he got the nerve to talk about my AI slop. But look, I don't judge. I only roast people that deserve it. I'm not saying I got the best videos because I know I don't. But at least I'm trying. I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen, his ass is in the hot seat. The true Rizzler done stepped out the shadows thinking he had something slick to say. This AI slop may never get cleaned off of YouTube.
No, he said it.
Now, partner, what needs to get cleaned? Ladies and gentlemen, his ass is in the hot seat. The true Rizzler done stepped out the...
This is what he said. This is the only reason I roast him. Like, you come in the channel saying something like this, I try to be, you know what I mean?
Shadows thinking he had something slick to say. This AI slop may never get cleaned off of YouTube. Now, partner, what needs to get cleaned is that trash bag of a channel you call The True Rizzler. Let's break it down. Subscriber. 0 videos, 0 content. But you out here acting like you a YouTube analyst? Like you dropping gems? Bro, you've been on YouTube longer than some of these kids been alive and still got the same resume as a broken VCR. You out here commenting from a ghost channel like you got authority. You got the energy of somebody who peaked in middle school and never bounced back. You hate AI, but guess what? A real person is behind this.
Yes, it is.
This AI slop you talking about? That's me cooking. And now you the one on the grill.
Yo, y'all heard that? Let's go back. Hold on, I gotta go back. He said, a real person is behind this.
And now you the one. This AI slop you talking about? That's me cooking. And
Oh.
never bounced back. You hate AI, but guess what? A real person is behind this. This AI slop you talking about? That's me cooking. And now you the one on the grill. You said your little line thinking it was clever. But look at you now. Center stage, whole spotlight on your invisible content. I went to your channel to support you. I subscribed. I gave you your one and only view. I made your channel famous just by mentioning it. Congratulations, the true Rizzler. You got roasted by a legend. Next time you think about sneaking into my comment section with that weak sauce, just remember, you brought a comment to a content war. You don't upload, you don't create, but you got the nerve to critique? Yeah, you earned this roast. Wear it proudly. Your whole channel just got exposed and turned into a comedy special. Welcome back to Legends Unleashed, where if you pull up talking... Welcome back to Legends Unleashed, where trolls don't get ignored. They get cooked. Today's menu, a double serving of embarrassment for none other than the True Riz. Let's remind everybody what started this. The True Riz, this troll right here, pulled up under my Diddy video. Not to say nice work, not to drop feedback, but to call me AI slop. No context, no value. Just disrespect, so I did what I do best. I lit that weak comment on fire and dropped his name straight into the hot seat. And how did the True Riz respond? He came back, mad as hell, trying to flip the narrative.
He did.
Said, imagine having such a failing YouTube channel that you have to post a video roasting your own comment section. Sad to see how badly content standards have fallen. Bro, the True Riz, you serious? You started this. You threw the first punch and then cried when you got hit back? You came at me sideways, got turned into viral content, and now you acting like I ambushed you? Nah, you not a victim. You a volunteer? Let's be clear. I didn't make a roast video out of boredom. I made it because the True Riz thought it was cute to call my work trash. You insulted the grind, the hustle, the vision, so I turned the spotlight on you. That ain't desperation, that's domination. And now you trying to shame me for clapping back? The True Riz, you left 2 comments and still didn't drop a...
Oh yeah, if y'all got some heat with somebody on YouTube, go to my video and drop that channel, and I'll roast their ass too.
Single video. You got all the mouth but none of the footage. All the judgment but no receipts. You sitting in the comment section acting like a content god, but your whole page looked like a ghost town. Nothing but air and empty confidence. And let me say this again for the people in the back. Yeah, I use AI, but the thoughts, the scripts, the execution, the flow, that's all me. I'm the one pressing record, writing the punchlines, editing the fire, flipping your hate into highlights. Legends Unleashed don't roast family.
Nope.
I don't go after people who show love.
Nope.
But when a troll like the True Riz pulls up with fake energy and garbage comments, I'm not about to ignore it.
Yes.
You call that failing? I call it flipping disrespect into pure gold.
Yes.
So here's the reality check, the True Riz. You still in the hot seat. Your comments still weak. Your energy still trash. And unless you got something worth watching, you're gonna stay right here getting roasted like you asked for. Last chance to prove yourself. Drop a video, show your face. Let the world see if you built for this. Because right now, the true Riz, all we see is another keyboard warrior who got smoked and came back for seconds. Welcome back. You're still in the seat. And this fire ain't going out. Marty, I pray to God, your goofy ass is officially in the hot seat. You my brother, you family, but today, I gotta treat you.
My brother told me, he asked me to roast him. He like, since you so good, roast me. He cool with me. I be talking to him all the time. So this one right here, he's not a hater. And if y'all go to this channel and y'all need to hear like some blessings or something, go to that channel. It's a real nice channel. So this roast was not a hate. This one was just because he asked me to roast him. It's called Marty, I Trust in God.
Marty, I pray to God, your goofy ass is officially in the hot seat. You my brother, you family, but today, I gotta treat you like a hater with a verified badge and zero monetization. You got 29,000 subscribers, 3 million shorts views, 154K likes, 11.8K comments, and still no bag.
It's all
Bro,
true.
YouTube watching you like, let's keep him humble. You be praying for blessings, but forgot to pray for long-form watch hours. 430 hours in 365 days? Bro, that's not a channel. That's a side hustle with trust issues. You post 3 times a day and still can't hit apply now? Even the devil in your video got paid. Meanwhile, you out here rebuking demons and YouTube's monetization team in the same breath. But I gotta respect it. You don't quit. You keep posting. You got a bigger heart than your analytics boss.
He do.
And that's why you fam, but also why I had to roast you.
Yeah.
God knows exactly what you need, and it's a paycheck, a vacation, and maybe some YouTube
Go to that
mercy.
channel.
Now who's next? Step in the hot seat. Drop roast me and join the fun. No crybabies allowed. Just laughs, love, and straight up exposure. And Marty, next time you comment roast me, make sure your shorts ain't saggy.
He told me to roast him, see?
In views.
Let me tell y'all why we here today. Somebody named Smokey Owl Zeros crawled out of the YouTube basement.
Oh yeah, I made a whole playlist for these trolls. I didn't want to do this. I wanted to talk like about celebrities. But they jumped in the hot seat, so I said I'm gonna make a whole playlist for the trolls.
And typed, God, you are desperate AI slop under my GTA 6 video and thought he did something. So now I'm doing what Legends Unleashed does best. Dragging trolls into the spotlight and roasting them harder than TMZ ever could.
Poof.
Let's get it. Smokey, your goofy ass is officially in the hot seat. You came in my comments talking about AI slop like you dropping heat, but your whole channel been begging for views since 2012. You've been on YouTube over a decade and still pushing 3K views total. That's not content, that's community service. You got a playlist called Slow Clap with 2 videos like you clapping for yourself. And your best video is called Straight Cheese with 52 views. Bro, if Cheese had Wi-Fi, it still wouldn't connect to your content. Your bio said not a weeb, I swear, but your name got owl in it. You typing ooh, and your channel looked like it's sponsored by Hot Topic and Crunchyroll. You called me desperate, but you got 23-minute Call of Duty gameplay with 11 views. That ain't hustle. That's a digital graveyard. My shorts get more attention than your whole existence on this app fight. But hey, don't be afraid. Come in with the same energy. Make a video about me, roast me, go crazy. Because my feelings ain't hurt. This is what Legends Unleashed do. We put pressure on the whole internet. You just got caught in it. Oh,
Yep.
and one more thing. I subscribe to your channel.
I did.
I'm your biggest fan now. So don't let me down, superstar.
Let me introduce the newest member sitting in the hot seat. Old School 86, also known as Saga. The man, the mystery, and the only YouTuber with 9 subs and 0 videos, but still bold enough to walk into my comments and say, this is just some weird AI made up story. Now Tega, my guy, you got no videos, no shorts, no uploads, nothing but that one comment and a channel banner that says real recognizes real. Well, guess what? Real just recognized you, and now you the main course on today's menu. Let's get one thing straight. I said AI generate at the top of my video on purpose. I wasn't hiding it. I used AI to build the visuals because I'm not trying to get slammed with a YouTube copyright strike.
Nope.
But the story, the rumors, the breakdown behind what Diddy got going on, all of that is based on real info. I used AI to bring it to life creatively. That's called being smart. You in the comments talking sideways like you dropping documentaries. Meanwhile, your whole channel looked like it's waiting to be born. You came in loud with no uploads, like a dude showing up to a rap battle with no mic and no bars.
Yep.
Said my video was weird. But the weirdest thing is your YouTube page looking like it's stuck in 2006. Waiting on your first video like it's on layaway. And I told you I gave you a chance. I said, reply to my message or you in the hot seat. You didn't reply. Now
Nope.
look at you. Roasted that exposed. Pinned down by Legends Unleashed.
Yep.
But listen, we ain't mad over here.
Nope.
This all love, this all fun. So
Yep.
here's what you can do. Make your first video. Clap back, roast me. I give you permission. You can even use AI. It's okay. I won't
Yeah.
judge. I'll even watch it and like it. Just make sure it's hotter than the comment that got you cooked. And for the rest of y'all, if you feel like saying something slick about my video, just know your seat's warming up next. No crying, no excuses.
Nope.
Join the games. Legends Unleashed out. Ladies and gentlemen, I never hated. I showed love. But today we got another one in the hot seat, and his name is X Screed. Yeah, I said it, X Screed. The man with 13 subscribers, 2 videos, and enough attitude to fill a broken server. I went to his channel, watched his little fast terrain generation project that looked like it was made in Microsoft Paint, and I still hit him with love. I said, good video, even though the trees looked like they got copy.
I did. He said something negative about my video. So I went to his video and I was like, nice video. He like, at least I didn't use AI.
Pasted from a 2003 PowerPoint. I liked it, I subscribed. I showed nothing but respect. But here comes X Screed jumping into my comments talking about AI couldn't recreate this. First off, I never even mentioned AI in my comment, my boy. You pulled that out of nowhere like your channel's analytics. You came in with smoke for no reason, and now you getting cooked. No AI required. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. X Screed, your game looks like it crashed halfway through loading. Your terrain moves like molasses in a blizzard. If AI saw your project, it would have shut itself off out of shame. Don't act like you above it when AI got more motion than your whole channel. Here's the best part. I made your channel hot. My comment gave you more engagement than your last 2 uploads combined. So now, yes, X Screed, your name's getting blasted all across YouTube Boulevard. Not out of hate, out of fun. Out of love, out of...
Y'all can go to these people's channels if y'all want. If you just came in, only reason you saying this because it was a troll, a hater, and they was calling me AI slop and hurting my feelings. So I responded back with a video. I clapped back harder than 50 Cent did, Ja Rule.
The facts. To everybody watching, join the fun. Roast X Screed, roast me, roast the channel. This ain't no crybaby corner. We laugh, we flame, we keep it moving. I'm not soft. If you got jokes for me, drop them. But just know, if you come swinging, your seat in the hot seat is already warm. X Screed, you in now. Welcome to Legends Unleashed. Welcome to the hot seat. Smoky Owl Zeros, your goofy ass is in the hot seat. Yup, we ain't wasting no time. I gave you a seat front row to your own roast VIP style. You wanted attention? Now you got the spotlight. Let me tell the people why your name about to be famous for all the wrong reasons. This dude dropped a comment under my GTA 6 video saying, God, you are desperate. AI slop anything for views is crazy. Crazy? Nah, what's crazy is you've been on YouTube since 2012 and still ain't cracked 4K views total. Let's break this down. Smokey Owl Zero's been uploading dry, crusty Call of Duty clips since the pandemic, and not one of them cracked double digits with purpose. You got a 23-minute video called Neat, and it got 11 views. 11! Figure animation from 2004 looking like it was drawn in Microsoft Paint. And Slow Clap? Yeah, your entire channel deserved that title. But here's the wild part. I actually watched your channel. I like some of your videos. I subscribe to you. Because I ain't no hater, I'm all about support. But since you opened your big mouth about my content, I had to make it.
Hi, LCM. How you doing? We looking at the trolls right now. The people that came in my channel and called me AI slop. They said some negative stuff. So instead of me getting mad and me deleting their messages, I just made a video about them. Why not?
An example out of you. You want to talk about AI slop? Bro, my slop got...
Yeah.
more views in a few hours than your entire channel pulled in over a decade. I didn't just cook with AI, I served a full plate, added seasoning, and brought the whole dinner table. And guess what? People ate. So now you a legend. Not for your gaming, not for your content, but because you stepped into my comments and got roasted in 4K. Everybody watching, go check out Smokey Owl Zero's channel. See for yourself. I gave it love. I liked it. But now it's on fire thanks to me. This roast? It's not hate, it's highlights. This is what happens when you talk slick to a creator who don't fold under pressure. And to anyone else feeling bold in the comments, test me if you want to. Your channel might be next. Because this ain't just YouTube, it's Legends Unleashed, where trolls get turned into content and haters get handed L's on a silver platter. Smokey Avros, enjoy your seat in the hot seat. You earned it, let the games begin. Let me talk to y'all real quick about Money Man, the #1 freaky fan of P. Diddy. Every time I post a video, this man pop up like a mosquito that just won't die. I ain't tag him, I ain't say his name, but somehow, he always got something to say. Always defending Diddy like that man gave birth to him. Talking about I like Diddy. I learned a lot. What you learn, bro? How to get clapped and call it education. You act like Diddy's your mentor, your spiritual leader, your bedtime story. You treat Diddy like he baptized you in drug-laced baby oil and whispered freaky secrets into your soul. But the real disrespect? I'm the one making the videos. I'm the one bringing the heat. And you give all the credit to Diddy like he the content creator? Man, stop playing. You sitting in my comments like you in Sunday service, taking notes, showing love to the wrong preacher. And let's not forget, that one subscriber on your channel?
That's
me. Yeah, I subscribed just to clown your name. You got no videos, no uploads? Just a green letter M and freaky devotion to a man who got caught dragging folks up hotel hallways and clapping cheeks like it's a remix. And I'll never forget this one. I dropped a video where Meek Mill was getting done dirty by Diddy, and this man, Money Man, really commented, "I wish that was me." You said that out loud, in public, with confidence. You didn't even flinch, bro. That's beyond fan behavior. That's Hall of Fame freak energy. So let me make this real clear. Money Man, you asked for this. You stepped into the fire on your own. So now you sit in front row in the hot seat. And for anybody else watching this, comment your name if you want the smoke. Clap at me, roast me, make a video and disrespect my whole channel if you got the heart. But don't come crying when I flame you in 4K. This ain't for the soft. No hard feelings, no cry babies. Just jokes and smoke. Let's see who really built for this. This is Legends Unleashed. Yo, Shade 3E, you should have stayed quiet. Diddy signed this flame. This ain't what you wanted, but it's exactly what you asked for. You commented on my roast video talking slick, saying, that roast wasn't funny like your opinion held weight. That video wasn't even about you, but congratulations. You the new main event. I was roasting someone else, minding my business, and here come Yo Shade J3 walking into the fire pit with his feelings hanging out like he mattered. You saw the smoke, and instead of moving around it, you ran straight in with a cup of water and a bad attitude. Now look at you. Let's talk about why this is hilarious. You commented under a roast that wasn't even about you. It had nothing to do with Dragon Ball, nothing to do with pixel art, nothing to do with your channel, but you got jealous that somebody else was getting cooked and wanted to make it about you? That's wild. That's insecure behavior. That's please notice me senpai energy. So guess what, Yoshea J3E, now it is about you. Let's roast your entire channel, since you asked for this spotlight. Your bio says, I like Dragon Ball, but your channel looked like the hyperbolic time chamber of irrelevance. Empty, dry, abandoned. Your pixel art looked like it was drawn by a broke Roomba. Goku got one eye bigger than the other. Cell looked like a soggy raisin. Your most viewed video is a cat in a Santa hat, and it carried your whole page like Gohan in the Cell Saga. You ain't Supreme, you ain't even Krillin. You Yosha J3E, the Cyberman that blew itself up and still lost. And the way you typed that comment, that roast wasn't funny. With your chest out like you a comedy expert. Bro, you not a critic. You a background noise. Your channel been up for months and it still feel like a test account. You watched the whole roast, got hurt by a joke meant for someone else, and couldn't help yourself. You had to jump in and say something, because deep down, you wanted the attention. You wanted to be the one on the screen. You wanted Legends Unleashed to cook you, so now I am. And the craziest part? I subscribed to you. Yep, I clicked that sad little sub button just so I can watch your next video and be the first one to type. Still not funny, huh? Don't forget who made you relevant. Your channel got roasted before it even got monetized. And don't think I forgot Diddy. You pulled this move on a channel that roasted P. Diddy into oblivion. A man with lawsuits, oils, freak allegations, and FBI surveillance, and even he ain't comment. P. Diddy kept quiet. But Yoshe J3 thought he was tougher than Diddy? Nah, Yoshe J3, you just louder than your content, and now you the joke. Legends unleashed out. Next time I roast somebody else, mind your business. Now go update your channel bio. I like Dragon Ball. And I cried in the comments till I got cooked by Legends Unleashed. Breaking news. Hotter than TMZ. We got 0 uploads, 0 content, and a whole lot of hate coming from one man, Christopher 307. Been on YouTube since 2017, and the only thing he ever posted was a bad attitude. He pulled up under my video talking reckless. What a bullshit AI thumbnail. I only came by to tell you so. Christopher, oh Christopher, sit your dumb ass down. Let's be real, you didn't find my video. The algorithm dragged you by the throat. It said this, that, heat. You clicked fast, saw P. Diddy, and got triggered. You was excited, thought it was TMZ. But instead, you got Legends Unleashed, and I ain't hold back. Now you salty because I said what you couldn't. I told the truth, my way, unfiltered, unapologetic, unbothered. And now you the headline, you the breaking news, you the roast, a man with no videos, mad at a thumbnail that got more attention than your entire channel history. You mad at AI? Nah. You mad I got the algorithm blessing and you just got dragged? You're in the hot seat now, Christopher. Getting cooked on a channel that's rising faster than your watch history. So here's your challenge. Drop another comment if you got the heart. Cause every time I expose someone, they go ghost like their upload button. Don't disappear, bro. Be the first hater to survive the roast. Or keep watching in silence like the fan you pretending not to be. This clown is back in the hot seat. Part 3, no respect. All disrespect, the true Riz, you still in the comments, still typing like a bitter ex, but still no videos on your channel. You got all this smoke for me, but can't upload one single video? You out here acting like a YouTube coach, but your channel look like a cyber trash can. Matter of fact, I just dragged your whole channel to the desktop, right-click that weak-ass content, and hit delete. Then I emptied the recycling bin for good measure. Gone, cleaned, washed. Your channel's so dusty it coughed when I clicked it. It don't even load in HD. It load in, why are you here? You've been on YouTube since 2020 and still ain't dropped heat. You've been watching me, commenting on me. Michael, oh Michael, hot seat activated. You slid in with your chest out talking about an awful pile of AI bullshit. Really, Michael? That's what you came with? You dropped that disrespect in my comments like you just ended somebody's career. But let's talk facts. You got 12 subscribers, 313 total views, and 0 videos. You don't post, you don't build. You don't contribute, but you got the nerve to critique? Michael Olujobi, all you do is scroll and hate. You out here throwing shade like you ain't standing in the dark with nothing but a profile picture. Your whole YouTube presence is just digital dust. You say my content is an awful pile of AI bullshit, but at least I'm creating something. You the guy in the bleachers booing with no jersey, no stats, and no game. You talk like a critic, but your channel got the energy of a roses are red and the lights going dim, P. Diddy in jail, now the joke's on him. No more baby oil, no more control, now he dropping that soap and losing his soul. He used to say, take that. Now they taking it slow. He walking funny now everywhere he go. He ain't in the clubs, he ain't calling no shots, he taking dick now behind them locks. He used to run parties, now he run from feet. Every time he bend, he praying not to get beat. Roses are red, but them sheets stay blue. They made the butthole slayer finally pay dues. He living like the same boys he abused and shamed. Now he the one getting ran through in pain. A legend in chaos, now broken and shook. And every single night he's scared to look. Roses are red, ladies and gentlemen. Roses are red and the lights going dim. P. Diddy in jail, now the joke's on him. No more baby oil, no more control. Now he dropping that soap and losing his soul. He used to say, take
all that
Come on, man, I'll suck your dick, man. Come on, just let me get a hit, man. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Spare change, brother. I'm trying to get drunk today. Smokey, back here taking a shit. Let me borrow your VCR, right?
P. Diddy back in court, back in jail, and that soap still dropping. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Legends Unleashed, where truth gets exposed, jokes fly harder than lawsuits, and the soap? Well, that thing's on a loop when it comes to P. Diddy. Let's talk about it, because guess what? His ass is back in court, and back in that Brooklyn detention center, like it's his second home. We got a full-blown comedy court case going down. P. Diddy showed up to trial looking like he hadn't slept in 3 weeks. Hair grayer than a dusty mop bucket, suit all wrinkled, and attitude like he just found out baby oil ain't accepted as evidence. Day one. The judge walked in, looked straight at Diddy and said, "Didn't I just see you last week?" Courtroom burst into laughter. Diddy tried to play it cool, but you could tell he was sweating harder than when the inmates holler, "Take that, take that," every time the soap hits the floor. Day two. His lawyer brought in 3 bags of nothing. No defense, no explanation, no receipts. Just 3 empty duffel bags and a bottle of cologne to distract the jury. The prosecution? Oh, they came with evidence stacked like Diddy's old music plaques. Footage, statements, and a surprise witness named Lil Windex, who claimed he had to mop the baby oil trail Diddy left behind after visitation. Day 3. They pulled up a new charge, attempted distraction with designer shades and an attitude. Diddy tried to hit a 2-step when the judge wasn't looking, thinking the courtroom was Club Ciroc. But nah, Judge Peterson hit the gavel like a DJ dropping the beat. Boom, back to Brooklyn detention he goes. Inside the jail. The inmates got him on a schedule. Shower time is performance time. They don't call him Puff Daddy anymore. Now he's the soap slayer. Every time he steps in the shower, they start chanting, "Drop that soap!" like it's an encore at the Grammys. And Diddy? Oh, he's participating like it's rehearsal for his next freak-off documentary. Soap on the floor like it owes him money. New allegations. Turns out the baby oil ain't just for show. Word in the courtroom is he had a side hustle smuggling it in like contraband. They said he had over 1,000 bottles on him when they raided. Judge said, "You running a lotion lab or an R&B spa?" Social media's reaction. Twitter renamed him Chiak or Drop That Diddy. TikTok got a challenge where folks slide across baby oil floors yelling, "Take that!" Facebook anti's praying for him. And YouTube? That's where we step in, roasting him until he learns to hold on to soap like he held on to them bad boy contracts. Closing arguments. This ain't no comeback story. This ain't no documentary. This is Legends Unleashed, where the truth gets freaky and the jokes get dirty. Diddy, the butthole bandit of Brooklyn, back in the detention center, caught in a rinse and repeat cycle of dropping that damn soap like it's hot. Final update? The judge told him, "Mr. Combs, your case isn't over, but your freedom, that's on pause." And just like that, our boy Diddy was escorted back to his baby oil playground, where the soap keeps falling, and the freaky legends keep growing. Stay tuned, we ain't done roasting yet, because with Diddy, the case never ends, it just gets slipperier.
All right, everybody, I gotta go. Don't forget to subscribe. Go if you got a YouTube channel also. Go comment on one of my videos, and I'll support your videos too. Thank y'all, and have a lovely, blessed day. And don't forget, stay away from Diddy, because everyone is talking about him. All right, everyone.